Happy Sunday, everybody, and may the 4th be with you. Not a Star Wars fan at all, not even just a little bit. But anyway, welcome back. It is time for Gun of the Week on a Sunday, because I know you all have nothing better to do than to sit with me in my garage and hang out and talk about guns. So I love that. So if you're here for it, I appreciate it. So we'll talk about this week's Gun of the Week. It might look kind of familiar from a previous episode, but at the same time, it is completely different. So today's Gun of the Week is going to be, let's see, it's empty, it's safe, my second Masterpiece Arms DS9 LOC, or Limited Optics Competition. Oh yeah. So there's a lot to talk about on this gun because there's definitely more than meets the eye with it. I've got a lot of trigger time on these Masterpiece Arms now, and both this one and my my other one. Oh man, does this feel right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I got some trigger time on them, and I got some more thoughts to give on them, and a little bit more knowledge about the company and stuff like that, and how these work and how finicky they are or are not. So I feel like I can speak to them a lot better now than maybe in the original episode when I just got it. I was so excited. I wanted just to get it on and show everybody because, you know, that's kind of what I do. But now that I got some time on them, I got some competition under my belt with them, I feel like I can speak to them a little bit better. So we'll get started with this one. So this one is, again, it's a DS9. So they call it, it's a double stack 9mm wide bodied 1911. So it does take a double stack magazine. It is chambered at 9mm. And this gun, specifically the LOC, Limited Optics Competition, is specifically made and designed for USPSA Limited Optics, which is the division that I shoot in when I compete. So it is literally made for me. It is perfect. It's beautiful in every way. It is a handmade, hand-fit 1911. It is not, there's no MIM parts, there's no cast parts. These are all handmade and hand-fit to this weapon. The slide, the barrel, the frame, everything is handmade. The grip module, all that good stuff, in-house in the United States. So I definitely do love that. Masterpiece Arms is a company out of Georgia. They started out in the long rifle game with their custom chassis and precision weapons. They're a machine shop, I would imagine, and they just started making some of these handguns, and man, they know what they're doing. So they have some of the best shooters in the world on their USPSA competition team, and they basically all put their heads together and they came out with the LOC, or the Limited Optics Competition models. They all had input, so it's the best it can be. We'll talk about it from the front to back. So the front is a full 5-inch hand-fit, heat-treated bull barrel. It is flawless. I mean, this gun, I think I put 2 or 3 magazines through it just to sight it in. I have not shot this one in a competition yet. I'll explain the dynamic of why I have 2 of these in a second, but yeah, so it is flawless. It's stainless steel, not even a mark on it. The front sight post, what's really cool about these is they are removable. Let's see if I can get it to focus here. So they're removable. You see that set screw right behind it? I can just take that off and take the front sight completely off and just put a block there like my other one has. Again, I'll show you just for comparison. Let's see if I can get this to, there it is. So one's completely flat and one has the front sight fin. This one came that way, so I left it on for now. It is 100% a competition gun, so I really don't need iron sights, but I have been in an issue already, or excuse me, I have been in a situation already where my blue one, the dot went out and I had 0 sights to shoot right in the middle of a stage, so I shot blindly, which was a terrible idea. So I'll probably leave these on just in case that ever happens again. I don't anticipate it ever happening again, but you know, mechanical, it can fail, right? So, but again, that's really cool. If I really want to, I can swap out the block on this one onto this one and vice versa. It doesn't matter, they're all interchangeable, so that's really cool. The front cocking serrations are extremely deep. As you see, they go all the way down to the barrel. So, and there are a lot of them. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on either side. So anywhere you grab on here, you're getting a good solid grip no matter what. And what I really like about that is in USPSA, there's a lot of times where you're doing an unloaded start. So that means you got to pick it up off of a table or draw it out of the holster, pick it up off a barrel, and then load it for the initial load. So having these deep cocking serrations really does help. And it also does help with malfunctions and stuff like that if you have to clear a malfunction really quick. One of the reasons you see people come up here and rack from the front like that is basically to save time. So if I'm here, right, if I do the old method where I take my support hand, grab the back of the slide, grab off the optic, whatever, and slingshot the gun, look how far back my hand is. I have to now move it all the way back down and get it back into position. But if I use the front of the slide to rack or cock the weapon, it's a simple turn and right back to where it is. My hand barely comes off the gun at all. So it's a lot quicker in the long run. So as long as you practice like that, it's a viable option. And that's why these serrations are up here. And you see a lot of guys in USPSA or top level shooters all racking off the front of the slide. So if that's something you guys want to change from the old slingshot method to the newer, my opinion, better method, there's a method to the madness. There's a reason for it. Again, the slide and the frame are hand fit. So the tolerances, this does not move. There is zero play. I can shake it. You hear absolutely nothing. There's nothing loose in here. Everything is right tight. The optic that I'm choosing to run on this bad boy is a Trijicon SRO in a 1 MOA. So 1 MOA is a very small dot. Personally, I like the small dot. I have shot it out in the sun. I've shot it at night, and there's no issue as far as the brightness of the optic. During the day, I can see it fine. But all of these optics, the only issue really is during the day, bright sun, when you're facing the sun, you get a double dot or completely washes the dot out completely if you're in the sun, so, or pointed toward the sun. That's going to happen with almost any dot, I would imagine, but the smaller dot, it really does. You get this double dot thing where you kind of can't see which dot is which. I have had that happen to me one time. It is what it is. It affected everybody, so level playing field, right? Those are the times maybe I can rely on these iron sights. So again, maybe that's a good thing. Just so you know, I didn't mention it before, but the iron sight is a fiber optic. See, I can't get it to... There it is. It is a fiber optic front sight post. So that's really cool. Nice and bright. So that's the SRO. The mounting plate that you get from Masterpiece Arms, the mounting plate, when you order it with a specific mounting plate for your specific optic. So you can get it with or without the rear sight. This one does not have a rear sight at all. This one is completely iron sightless. I don't know if that's a word or not, but it is now. So this has the co-witness rear sight. And again, at first I was like, who needs rear sights? But that happened to me. I have this new camera thing. I'm trying to use it to, there it is. But you can see where I can see it completely through the optic as if the optic wasn't even there. So I have those as backup if I need them. Something that MPA is really, really nice. The shielded ambidextrous grip safety or thumb safety. Very tactile. They work great, but they're shielded. And what the shielding does is it allows you to let your thumb ride and push down. So obviously when you draw the weapon's going to be cocked and locked. As soon as you draw it and you take this off, you can keep your thumb there, press down and into the gun. Again, when you're shooting really fast or doubles or splits and whatnot, this does not contact the slide and you will not get slide bit because they are shielded, protecting your thumb from the reciprocating slide. So that's really cool. You can see how kind of wide they are. You'll notice that I have a slide stop. It's a slide stop thumb rest from MPA. So this is from Masterpiece Arms. You pull out the it actually comes with a Nitro Fin 2.0. If you know what that is, it's another version of a thumb rest takedown slide stop. I don't like it as much. The angle's different. This angle is more vertical, so it keeps my thumb more raised in a natural position. The Nitro Fin kind of forces my thumb to be pressed downward like that, and then a lot of times if you are putting any pressure down on the thumb rest, you're going to be putting shots low. So I like this one because it does keep my thumb in a more natural position, but I tend not to put a whole lot of pressure on it. I kind of use it more as a hand stop, so my hand returns to the same position every single time, so my grip is the same every time. So I really do like that. I have also replaced that and put one on here as well. I think when you guys first saw that, I just had the Nitro Fin on it, or maybe I even took the Nitro Fin off because I said I didn't like it. So this one I really do like. The trigger, it's a medium length, so they have short, medium, and long. This is a medium length. But this weapon, a little bit different than the other one. This one was tuned by a gunsmith prior to me buying it. So the guy who had it before me, he purchased it. He immediately sent it off to a gunsmith to get it tuned. So they messed with the trigger. I guess they messed with the mainspring or the sear spring in here. They did some tuning to it, and it is a very slight noticeable difference between this one and my blue one. But I'm talking like, my blue one is a 2-pound trigger. This one's like a 1.8 pound. So it's not a huge difference, but the reset, you can feel the difference. And when you talk about splits and stuff like that, you really do notice it. So the trigger on this is amazing. I don't even know if I could show it to you on here because it's such a subtle thing, but a little bit of creep, which all of 2011s have, but here's the wall, and next to no pressure, it goes off. I'll try to reset it. Oh, and it just goes. There's no creep whatsoever. And now I'm right on that wall, and a little bit of pressure, it breaks. I'll try to put it on my trigger gauge for you, see if I can get it to, so it's on 0. Yeah, just under 2 pounds. Oh, and it fell. Just under 2 pounds. So it's right at about 1.8, 1.9 pounds, which again is fantastic. The hand fitment, I think I've said it a bunch of times, but I don't know if you can hear this. You hear the disconnector, and that's it. This is buttery, buttery, buttery smooth. Again, I can't stress the fact that this is a hand fit 2011 double stack 1911. To get the type of craftsmanship that the Masterpiece Arms has, you're going to be looking at like the Atlases in the 6,500 plus. These start out, I don't think I mentioned it yet, but these start out, the limited optics competition model, the LOC, is at $39.99, so $3,999, so just about $4,000. And the reason for that, again, not only is it a hand fit, pretty much custom made to order 1911 or double stack 1911, but stainless steel grip. This grip module is full stainless steel, and they have 3 different grip textures that you can go with. They have a 1, a 2, and a 3. So number 1 is like it's almost like a golf ball. I've been told. I've never felt one, but a lot of people I've told that have had it, they basically said it feels kind of like a golf ball. So it's got these divots and holes in it, but that's really about it. 2, it's hard to see. This one's a 2, but they have spikes, or they're raised to the point where it really does dig in your hand. I can get a nice solid grip on here, and I don't know if you can see it, but it leaves dimples in my hand pretty nicely. You feel it for sure, but it does not move when you shoot it. And then finally, number 3 texture, that's like it's stabbing into your hand, like physically stabbing and possibly drawing blood. I have felt of buddies that I shoot with his number 3 texture, and no thank you. That's just feels like torture to shoot. So 2 is borderline torture. You get used to it, I guess. But number 3 is like, no thank you. I don't even want it. It's insane. It is way too grippy, if that's even a thing. But I like number 2. So if anyone's looking to get one and you're looking on the website, option 2 is my favorite, and it's standard. Both of these are option 2. The magazine release button, so you can add an extension on here. That's what the hole is there for. From MPA, they have this extension that comes in. I actually have one that's around here somewhere. I took it off because with my grip, it gets in the way, and with my hands are big enough where I can get to this without breaking my grip normally. So, yeah, I took that off. It's a extension, but it comes from the factory like that, capable of accepting the extension. And then finally, the MPA magwell. It is a competition magwell, and it's just, in my opinion, one of the best magazine wells that I've ever had on any gun. I think I did a pretty good job of explaining it in my other video for the blue MPA, but you just can't miss with this. This has some funneling technology that even if the magazine is tilted or not perfectly centered up, once you hit it into the magwell, it autocorrects itself and seats properly every time. So it is phenomenal. The best magazine wells I've ever had. I don't know if any other gun comes with them, but all I know is that it is amazing. Let's see. I mean, that's really about it. It's a full-length dust cover or a full-length rail system. So if you wanted to, I don't know, add a flashlight or anything else on here, you definitely could. But you don't need it. This gun is a 3-pound gun, 57 ounces, something like that, unloaded. This is a heavy beast, I initially thought that being so heavy, transitioning from target to target, there might be some issues, but there wasn't. It's just you got to get used to it. It's heavy, but I mean, it's 3 pounds. It's not that heavy. Go to the gym, whatever. But it really does help mitigating recoil. If you watch some of my videos that I've been posting lately, you can actually just see that when this is in the hand, this recoils rearward and back forward. That is it. There is not a lot of muzzle flip, not a lot of jumping. I shoot 124 grain. I've been shooting Super Veil recently. Their competition loads, they're actually really, really good. One or two light primer strikes here or there, but for the most part, pretty reliable. But it will shoot all types of ammunition. Comes from the factory with an 8-pound Wolf guide rod spring. So again, buttery smooth, but an 8-pound spring. And then you have a 17-pound main spring in the back there. But you know, I think that they are just amazing. This one has been tuned a little bit. This one has not. This is basically factory, and it has been shot quite a bit more than this one. But even this one, still buttery smooth. I haven't had any real issues with this bad boy at all, and I've shot this in about four or five competitions so far. Doing great, just getting used to it. But again, it is phenomenal. It looks great, it shoots great, it's reliable. I would say, depending on how many stages, halfway through the competition, I go over to the safety table. I take it apart real quick, give it a quick wipe down with just a toothbrush and a rag. Throw a little drop of oil on the key parts, put it back together, and keep running. And again, to this day, I have not had a weapon-related issue. All the issues I've ever had have been with ammunition. So, other than that, yeah, these guns are phenomenal. So, I don't know what else to say. If you're in the market and you're looking for a double stack 1911, 2011, whatever you want to call it, Masterpiece Arms is definitely going to be the bridge between I can't afford it and maybe I can. So again, this is the version 1. If you go on the website, there is a version 2. I don't think I'm saying that right. A version 2 where it has a fixed front sight block. So there's a chunk here that just does not move. It stays. As the slide reciprocates, the front sight block stays there. So that keeps even more weight up at the front of the muzzle. So even further recoil reduction. There pretty much isn't recoil with these guns, but I can only imagine that the V2 is just insane. But again, you're talking about getting a $4,000 gun, and its closest competitor, I would say, is Atlas at $6,500 plus. And especially the V2, you're talking about their very high-end models, you know, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for those guns. Phenomenal guns. Atlases are sick, but you know, I don't have Atlas money. MPA was a stretch for me. Masterpiece Arms was a stretch for me, but I made the stretch, and I am so happy because these guns are just phenomenal. They have a lifetime warranty on them. If you have issues, the guys at the factory will hit you up, and or you hit them up, and they will help you, whether you send it to them or whatever the case may be. They're just phenomenal. So, yeah, I'm not even getting paid by them. I don't get sponsored, nothing. This is just me being a fanboy of MPA. So it is what it is. I love it so much. I got 2 of them. So again, the reason I got 2 of them is mainly I have one gun that I'm going to shoot the crap out of and just beat on it and train with it and do whatever I got to do with it. And then I have this newer MPA that I'm going to treat as my match queen. So for big matches and stuff like that, I'm going to shoot this one. And then for practice and training and stuff like that, I'm going to shoot this blue one. The blue one has, at this point now, probably about 3,500 rounds. When I get to 5,000, I'm probably going to change all the springs out and just, it'll keep running perfectly. But I'm going to keep this silver one as my match queen. I'm still trying to think of names for them. You know, there's several of them. There's Ch and Ching, you know, Cha-Ching. So there's, I don't know. I'm still looking at it. Tango and Cash. I've had some good submissions. So if you guys would be so nice to comment below what I should name these 2 guns, I would appreciate it. Yeah, but other than that, I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe. Hit me up in the comments. Even just putting a thumbs up just really does help me out, helps out the channel. I do have some training every month. I was able to secure a weekend training as well. So every month I'll have a Friday and a Sunday available. Go on my website, www.oneshotdefense.us. You can check when they are, and feel free to sign up and come train with me. Yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you next week.